Alright, guys, so let's talk.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom Barakathum. This is your brother Yerah, man, speaking on the developments going on in the world. We're going to get a few articles, watch a little bit of this video, and get some precepts, of course. But the main theme of this is the elites and the kings of the earth, which you can see panic in their eyes. All right, they're basically going down. They're all going to get angry and fight each other. All right, there's going to be infighting and division, and then they're all going to go to war and be destroyed. And this is all prophesied through the Holy Scriptures. All right, for those that can receive it. But now, all right, even the most secular people are having a hard time scoffing, because all of these things are basically, everybody knows America's days are numbered, man. All right, let me play this again. All right, this is Joe Biden, all right, standing next to the French president, Emmanuel Macron, all right, and well, you'll just see he has no idea what's going on, where he is, and he's the leader of this guy is ruling over you, man. He can basically eat a child and get away with it. All right, but if you don't pay a speeding ticket, your life is going to be ruined. They're going to give you a summons to a court, hit you with all kind of fees. All right, all manner of things, man. so that's the difference that we're at right now. And you know what? This is exactly how the Most High wants it, because He wants to be glorified. Okay, and the uplifting of His people who are brought low. All right, He gets the glory out of this anyway. Look, he's even laughing.
Alright, guys, so let's talk.
So he even doesn't take this seriously. And that devil Macron, man, hey, the French, they got a special judgment coming for them in the kingdom, man. But let's hear what this guy has to say about the economy, and then we'll get a couple precepts.
About France today, because the country is in panic. Like Macron in the video, the economy also seems to be facing the wrong direction. Macron just called for snap election, and this has big consequences. The threat, of course, is Le Pen's far-right party. But there's a reason why the National Rally is winning. And that's because the French economy is in chaos, and Macron's Ukraine adventure is threatening boots on the ground. So you can understand the anger and the fear people in France have. And let's take a look at the economic and geopolitics of this. We are on the brink of a big shakeup. Policies towards Russia might take a dramatic turn.
No, it will take a dramatic turn. All right, and we're basically at the end. I'll get the money scripture. All right, because this is the thing that's going to fall first, and this is the thing causing people to be so agitated with everything. This is why there are more protests. All right, people tolerate what's going on over there in Israel, okay, for a long time, but now, you know, Amalek, at the same time people are at their lowest point financially, Amalek decided to wild out the most, man. All right, and so it's a perfect storm. All right, but let me get this precept real quick. Isaiah 24 and 21. Okay, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high. All right, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. All right, these people, all right, they're the kings of the earth. This is the president of France. This is the president of the United States of America. All right, now they go by different titles: presidents, prime ministers. Okay, but make no mistake, man, these are the kings and princes of the earth. When you hear the scriptures talk about the princes and the kings, all right, in the latter times, it's these individuals, man. All right, they can do basically whatever they want, even though they're supposed to be subject to law. We know that the law is only as good as its application. All right, if it's not enforced, if it's not applied correctly, then what good is it? And these people do not get pressed, okay, like the average Joe, so to speak. All right, let's go back. The French economy is
Threatening
downgraded.
boots on the ground. So you can understand the anger and the fear people in France have. And let's take a look at the economic and geopolitics of this. We are on the brink of a big shakeup. Policies towards Russia might take a dramatic turn that would horrify the EU. Firstly, France's debt crisis is about to get worse. Under Macron, France saw a downgrade by the ratings agency S&P. They are simply spending too much. Their credit rating took a big hit. It dropped from AA to AA minus. And this means for France, borrowing money will cost more. Even
This is all why they've been stealing, man. They've been stealing from the remaining Jakes over there in West Africa and those Hamites down there. All right, their economy is completely dependent on Africa. Okay, and they still are overspending, man. They still don't have enough because they're basically, we're at the end of this thing. They're getting ready to come down, man. All right, they're getting ready to come down. This is Isaiah 34:12. They shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but there shall be none there. All right, and all her princes shall be nothing. So this is the future of these people, but we're seeing the beginnings of it start to manifest. It starts with infighting and money problems. All right, but then those plagues, they grow, and then they compound on top of each other. Okay, and the end result is these people are going to be in chains. Okay, this is speaking about America after it's destroyed. It says, verse 12 again, Isaiah 34:12, they shall call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there, and all her princes shall be nothing. So all of these senators, these Congress people, okay, their future is destruction, man. All right.
Apple has a higher credit score than Paris. And why is this happening? We are starting to see the economic effect this happening. We are starting credit score than Paris,
Is
A
it Apple?
minus. And this means for France, borrowing money will cost more. Even Apple has a higher credit score than Paris. And why is this happening? We are starting to see the economic effects of sanctions on Russia backfiring. Higher energy prices are hitting the budgets of EU governments. It is pushing their debt to extreme levels, and this situation has boomeranged back to Macron's government. To shield consumers from higher energy prices, the government had to absorb the cost, and this caused French debt to climb to 3 trillion euros. That's over 100% of GDP. This also
Yeah.
pushes the deficit to 5.5% of total economic output, and this makes it the worst in the entire EU.
So this is going to get much worse as more and more as the tensions build for war within the framework of Europe, and Turkey starts to split its bets, hedge its bets. All right, you're going to see this get worse and worse and worse, man. All right. Where was the okay. Now look at all the madness going on here. All right. Kremlin says U.S. is flirting with NAZIS and Ukraine, and they are. They're not just flirting. They're funding those people, man. All right. Look. These flags that they're flying. Do you know what these symbols mean? Okay. And these uniforms, all the way from the guns to the uniforms to the training, that money is coming from where? All right. They're broke, man. This little guy right here, Zelensky, all right, who is an Amalekite, by the way, leading the you see the shit show that we got going on. And do you really think America has long that this hegemony is going to continue? No, man. He's going to be one of the kings of princes that goes down in this whole thing. And you're all going in chains in slavery, every one of you. All right? Let's see. Yep, I'll just read the main point. Psalm 76:12. He shall cut off the spirit of princes. He is terrible to the kings of the earth. All right. And this isn't even terror yet, man. Y'all haven't seen anything. The Lord is so angry. That's why the scriptures say this is going to be like unlike any other day that the world has ever seen. Look, Macron says he won't resign even if he loses. So these people have a deep spirit of rebellion and confusion at the same time. They want to be in bed with each other, but they secretly hate each other. All right. They want to preach democracy and freedom, but at the same time they won't leave office. They want to play the role of a dictator. All right, and that shows you this is a very effeminate spirit on these rulers. All right, because it's all passive aggression. All right, they're talking shit against China, but at the same time they need China for their economic growth, for manufacturing. You know, the Germans was talking big big shit against America after that whole thing with Nord Stream happened, because they're still struggling with energy problems, while Russia is sanctioned, costing everything in Europe to cost more, man. All right. China, Europe is losing to the far right thanks to remote elites in Brussels. And you know who these elites are in Brussels? Those proud speaking Amalekites, man. Yuval Noah Harari. What's his name? This guy. A pure demon right there. All right. And these books are very popular, man. Sapiens, Homo Deus. Maybe one day I'll read these. All right, you get an idea in the minds of these people. But this was written in 2011, and then 2015. So they've been planning this whole thing. Humans are hackable animals, and they're a useless class, and all of these. This happened during slavery, man. You had Charles Darwin writing down books and calling it scholarship, but really, what was he writing? He found a creative way to apply the scientific method to enslave your ass, man. Put you in categories. You had something called phrenology, man. You know, by the various different so-called scientists, man. You know, what would they do? Phrenology, the study of conformation of the skull as indicative of mental faculties and traits of character. So they would basically take the shape of your skull and say, you're in this group, you're in this class, you see. And they did the same thing with skin color. All right. Completely unscientific. All right. But these were the foremost scientists of that time. Now it's pseudoscience. But back then, the government was passing policies based on it and everything. All right. So these kings have to be stopped. They have to go. All right. This is why, from a new listener, you may think like, damn, that sounds harsh, but this isn't harsh enough. We haven't even seen a fraction of the wickedness that they've been facilitating and doing and partaking in the earth for a long ass time too. All right. Look. Just read this. Israeli army caught doing what? Involving thousands of, you see that they literally have to. Let me just go to this. Psalms 149:6. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. All right. Speaking about your future rulers, the elect, the Israelites. All right. It says to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, because a lot of you people went and co-signed all of this, or you plugged your ears or looked the other way because you're comfortable. All right. You don't want to lose your job. All right. You like the conveniences of this world, and so there's no integrity in you. All right. So what's going to happen? You're going to be part of the punishment, get part of that punishment. All right. Verse 8, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Okay. So their kings are going to go down. All right. To execute upon them the judgment written. Okay. And so this is already going to happen. All right. This honor have all his saints. So it's going to be an honor. Okay. And they're getting ready to wild out, man. It's fourth and long, man. It's fourth down and long. So what do you think they're getting ready to do? All right. What do you think is getting ready to happen? Look, you can't even say that. Multiple studies reveal these causing people's skin to literally melt off. How did you even create something like that, man? And you should have known when they talking about the Mr. NA. All right. You know, which is a technology where they can edit you, basically your genome. They can edit you, man. So your body can just consume away, man. And it's all programming. He's found a way. That's part of those miracles to do these things, man. So what do you think if the Lord gives this guy another 30 years? What do you think he'd have been done by then, man? You know, that's why the scriptures say the for the elect's sake time has been sped up. Okay. Because he wants to do this again, but this time it's going to be a different kind. It's going to be a bird. You know, it's going to be the avian sickness, the bird sickness. All right. Democratic Governor Katie Hobbs faces hefty prison sentence for stealing taxpayer money. They're all criminals and crooks. Okay, they're professional liars, and most of them are psychopaths. Some of them are just weak and took a bag, but most of them are psychos, man. They read these briefings on what's really going on every day, and they get on camera and smile and lie to you in your face, man. They could have just seen, you know, Hillary Clinton drink a baby smoothie, you know, and then go right back on camera lying. All right, it takes a psycho to be able to do that, man. I'm speculating, but we know that there's nothing you really can't put beyond these people. All right. Anyway, let's read the rest of the judgment coming to Esau. All right, because there's going to be a lot of death going on. All right. This is Ezekiel 39:17. And thou son of man, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh, should I speak unto every feathered fowl? Okay. And to every beast of the field, assemble yourselves and come together, and gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice that I do sacrifice for you. All right. So what is this sacrifice? Because Esau, he's been sacrificing things. All right. Kids, animals, whatever, man. All those Ukrainians, man, that went over there and fought Putin, that was a sacrifice. Okay. So now what's going to happen? You're all going to be brought to the valley of decision of Jehoshaphat, and then you're going to be a sacrifice. All right. It says, even a great sacrifice upon the mountains of Israel, that ye may eat flesh and drink blood. Ye shall eat the flesh of the mighty and drink the blood of the princes of the earth. So these high and mighty people are going to be brought all the way down low, and ultimately they're going to be put down, and there's going to be a remnant of them that's going to be put in chains to go into slavery. All right. It says, of rams, of lambs, and of goats, and of bullocks, all of them fatlings of Bashan, and ye shall eat till ye be full. That means there's gonna be a lot of you, okay? And drink blood till ye be drunken of my sacrifice, which I have sacrificed for you. All right. Last one here, and I'll close it out. This is the book of Haggai. All right. Verses chapter 2, verse 22. It says, and I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen. All right. And now they're scared, and they're going to do something desperate. All right. Pursuant to Revelation 12 and 12. Okay. It says, and I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them. All right. And the horses and their riders shall come down, every one by the sword of his brother. All right. What is that? Civil war, infighting. All right. He's already confounded the money. You know, you can only so long you can run a Ponzi scheme. All right. Until it all collapses on you, unless you have an escape hatch. All right. But the Lord has shut you up in your own wickedness. Okay. Anyway, I'll end it there, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rachak Shalom. Kom Yasharallah.